come on, get your act together. I need to go to, where? To the toilet. That's too much information, Doug. Edgar Gonzalez. Look, Mark, good to see you guys. Right on, guys. Good to see you too. I think you got it upside down.
No, I'm working on it.
Oh, Henry's over here trying to break his phone. He's trying to go live on his right now.
I'm working on it.
Missy, come here. Come here. Let me introduce you to everybody. Let me introduce Paul. Come on. So we got a shy wife over here. Come on. You're videotaping. All right, everybody. This is Missy from Massachusetts. And like I said a while ago, her husband Paul. But they're down. They did buy some equipment from us, and they're getting ready to kick off their summer event, getting ready to start doing all their cleaning. So I'd like to welcome them and thank them for coming out. But you guys got questions? We'll go and let's see. Petra, I gotta get closer, Petra. I can't see crap. TMR. What is TMR, Petra? I'm old. I don't know what all this abbreviation shit is. Welcome. Petra said welcome to you, Missy.
Oh, welcome.
So Petra is one of our Santa Maria girls. Look at her laughing now. She,
Santa Maria.
Husband, Omar, they were up in Vegas. Come in here, they were up in Vegas. What was it, last week? Yeah, it was last week. Got too hot?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they were in Vegas last week at the show up there. We'll be back January, not January, but February. We'll be at the Long Beach. Get this cable over there. There you go. Henry's trying to get everything all dialed in over here.
Got it.
Let's see.
We got Doug Draper. Come on, get your act together. I need to
Go to the toilet. What the
All right.
hell's up with this shit?
Yeah, too much information.
TMI.
All right, so hopefully everybody's day was good. Hopefully you guys had a good week last week. And how was your trip, by the way?
A little bumpy, but it was great.
Yeah? Yeah?
Love it down here.
How long did it take you guys to get up here from where you were?
About 6.5 hours.
About 6.5 hours. Okay, from the East Coast to the West Coast. Loving the weather.
Loving it.
I don't want to go home.
You don't want to go home? Yeah, well, that's okay. That's all good.
Yeah. Well, for those that haven't seen the recent post on Henry's channel, my channel, we've been working on the portable battery pack with the dual pump. It's over here. We'll show it here in a little bit. So today we started doing our preliminary testing. Right now with the dual pump system and the 12-volt system, Roman, I don't know if you've come on yet or not from Hawaii. We're at about 4.5 hours continuous run on the 12-volt system before it gets down to 9 volts and it shuts the pumps off. So I'm looking at some other ways that I can increase that, but right now you're at 4.5 hours on the run time of that system. So I literally, you can still see where I got it set up. So
Let's take a look. We'll go over there.
I've got the battery charger on the batteries right now charging. But we did set it up today with a hose and everything else. We were running the water. See what, how long of a time we could get. But with the system set up, it does great. I love it. It does a bang of a job. But I'm talking to a few electrical engineers about if I need to run it parallel or straight with the battery. Jerry from Solvang Group, he talked to me about it today. But I talked to Jay Rathenstein that knows these pumps real well. So we're trying to figure out what we can do to get a little bit more runtime on it. I love to be able to see these things run 8 hours. So we're at 4.5, we're only 3.5 hours away. So if I can figure out how to get an 8-hour runtime on it, that's a good day's work right there. But we can put a triple charger on it while it's running, put a 12, 15 volt triple charger. If you have a plug-in close by out on the job, that will work great and you can get the full day out of it. But right now, you're looking at 4.5 hours. Nice system, runs great, good water flow. Just with the gravity feed of the pump, you're at over 5 gallons per minute with both pumps. Good water flow. So, other than that, well, if we get to start charging our plug in. All right. Right, what else we got going on over here? Reschedule, how it works, okay.
All right.
Let's see what we got here. We are looking forward to meeting you and Anita. Right on, Petra. Yeah, we'll see you guys in Long Beach. We're gonna be there all 3 days.
Oh, okay.
Back, I don't miss this much by the looks of it, LOL.
What's up,
Back,
guys?
didn't miss much. I hope everything come out okay, Doug. Man, this podcast is badass in VR.
What's bad?
VR, are you kidding me, dude? Are you in VR watching us? That's out of control. We got the Swiss on the Southbank group. Hi, Mark and Henry. What's up, Jerry? I was just talking about you. So, Jerry, on this system with the batteries running positive, positive, negative, negative, we end up getting 4.5 hours out of the runtime. When the batteries get down, today it was at 9.61 volts, the pump shut off. So these pumps, I called Jay Racenstein, they said if they run down to 9 volts, they will shut off. So I don't know if you got a trick to get more out of these batteries, but if you do, holler at me and let me know what we can do. If I need to run them, negative, positive, and do that transformer on it, let me know. Steve from Jay Racenstein told me to run them one pump on one battery, other pump on the other battery, and run 2 switches and run it that way. But I didn't understand that because with us running both batteries together and both pumps to both of the batteries, I thought it would be the same. Hell, I'm not an electrical engineer.
I will figure it out.
We'll figure it out though.
Yeah. So, have you introduced his business yet?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you did? You talked
You
about that?
talked, yes.
Oh, okay.
Let's get some questions going. So
Yeah.
you're located in what part?
We're in Pittsburgh, Mass. is our office.
Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Yes.
And your company now, what all do you have with your company?
Well, we do commercial cleaning right now. We decided to get into the solar panel cleaning because we feel there's a need for it. Massachusetts has a lot of uneducated people on not having their panels cleaned. I think we need to educate the public and save them some money.
Absolutely. That's why we're here.
We preach this every week about
Yeah.
going out and teaching the public.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the public thinks that when they buy the solar panels, they're maintenance free.
Exactly.
But now they're starting to see that they're not maintenance free. They're not getting that big check at the end of every year.
Right.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are starting to see this now, and hopefully we can get all of these negative rumors, alleviated, and people start maintaining their panels, and it makes it better for everybody.
Yeah, you want to start educating people, it's like, even now, when it rains, I go out there and I'll put posts up, whether it's through, these marketing companies, and I'll educate them, and my posts are educating.
Yes.
Does rain clean your solar panels, or is it important to clean your solar panels during the winter as important as the summer? And answer those questions. And I'll even put it in a Q&A and educate people, even on our website, or if we're putting it as a post, or we're doing ads or what have you. That helps out a lot.
I've actually tested the market a little bit. Try this at home. Go up to somebody you know with solar panels and say, have you ever had your solar panels cleaned? And you know what they'll tell you? I never thought of that.
Right. And a lot of times, they don't think about it because the solar panel companies make money whether you clean the solar panels or not. So if you don't clean your solar panels, you don't get as much as the savings, but they get the savings. So they don't really care.
That's correct.
So they're not interested in going out there and providing this as a service. This is why our companies are getting bigger and bigger, is because there's a need for it. It's like, you're selling a whole bunch of cars, but nobody's doing the oil changes, nobody's doing the maintenance. And when it comes down to it after a few years, and the price of your electricity has shot up, and people are wondering why, that's when we get the phone calls.
Right.
So it's good to have, a good point that you are bringing up education, because you've got to educate people that don't even know about solar panels, or just barely coming into there, and they're trying to sell them. And their thing is, oh, you know what, we'll throw on solar panels on you for free. you know, or we'll do this, or we'll do that, and, but they don't give them, the educational part on it, and that's important.
Before the podcast, guys, Austin Prebos and his team from Texas give us a call, and they wanted us to do a Zoom call with them. So what makes me feel great about the business is you got people like him and his team that are nonstop looking ways to grow their business and get out to the public and educate the customers the whole 9 yards. So those are the ones that you want to be. You want to have a motivation and drive like them. That way you get out there and you can build your business and not be negative. And just because you had 10 people tell you no, but that one person that told you yes might be a big corporate account. So you can't get, you know, negative. You can't get depressed. Right now, the weather's starting to warm up a little bit, and we're going to start getting, you know, warmer and warmer, and more people is going to get out there and start, you know, getting their panels cleaned and everything.
Yeah.
So you just got to, you know, keep your head up and keep pushing. Don't let, you know, let society and the customers beat you down.
Right. I already have corporate accounts calling me, and they're setting it up. And they already know, even after the rain, they're calling us because they're preparing for their budgets and they're preparing for, you know, their cleanings. Now, if you're a new person and you feel like you are gonna try to target these big accounts, you gotta have all your ducks in a row. Gotta make sure you have the nice equipment out there to support, you know, thousands of solar panels that need to be cleaned. You know, you don't wanna sit there and go after the big fish in the pond when you haven't even touched the little fish yet. You gotta take it step by step by step. If you do not do that, your business may not do as well as you want it to do. So,
Yeah.
anything to add on that?
No, not really. I mean, everybody that follows us, unless you got some new people on here, you pretty much hear us tell the same stories weekly, but we like to reiterate it. Today was a crazy day. I mean, today felt like it was Monday all day today. Right here before quitting time, we got bombarded with customers. So people are getting the phone calls, they're getting all their systems up and going, and getting out there and getting busy again. So people are starting to call because I can keep up with it with customers coming in and getting their systems worked or serviced or oil changes and all that kind of stuff. So we were literally busy all day today. We probably had a good 10 to 12 customers that come in that needed something to get ready. Pretty much every one of them said they had a job tomorrow.
Yeah.
I got a job tomorrow. I got a job tomorrow. I need this done. I need that done. I need extra hose. I need, you know, whatever.
Right.
So, but yeah, I'm already seeing a flux in the calls coming in and people coming in and needing stuff done. What we got up there?
Well, let me see here.
Doug's back from the toilet, so he's doing good now. He feels a lot better.
Oh, Doug Draper, all right.
Yeah.
Sydney, Australia, welcome. Slavin Group. Either schedule your maintenance or your maintenance will schedule you. Good point.
Ain't that right?
Diana Cagle, what's happening? Good evening, guys. Y'all looking and sounding great. Excited to hear what's the latest and greatest ideas. And also the Super Clean Brothers. What's up, guys?
What's up,
there?
guys?
What's up, Sanat? What's up, Denny? How you guys doing?
Oh, let me give you guys some education. You know,
Oh.
I was trying to run the microphones, our little wireless mics that we wear. Well, we got a little bit of 411 last week.
Uh-oh.
If you have a USB cable that has the little white on the outside or on the inside where you plug your USB in, that is called a 2.0 cable. Well, guess what? That won't work with these microphones. You gotta have the one with the little blue strip. That's the 3.0 cable. So
Right,
when I went to
somebody-
Best Buy, you know, the week before, they plugged in, everything worked. I come back here and I use my cables, they wouldn't work. Drives me freaking nuts. Why? Because I'm so damn anal. But went back to Best Buy's and they seen my cable, and luckily the Geek Squad looked at it and said, "Oh, you're using a 2.0 cable." So he went and got a 3.0 cable and everything works. Guess what? We got our little microphones right now. You can hear us loud and clear.
Loud and clear.
Every day you learn something new. I don't give a shit how old you are. You'll learn something new every day. Have a seat, mate.
Relax.
I'll pull the table back and there we go. And also, it depends on if my cable for the skid steer comes in Friday or not, if I'm gonna be working on it this weekend. But I done told Henry I'm gonna build kind of like a U-shaped table right here. And we'll put banners up. If somebody wants to advertise their business, we'll put the banner up on the front of the table. And we'll talk about your business that day. If you want to come out and be on the podcast, come all the way up.
Yeah.
This gentleman right here and his wife flew all the way from Massachusetts to be on this podcast. What does that tell you? Get on a plane, come see us, bring your banner, we'll talk about you.
That's dedication right there.
Dedication.
So what did you learn today? All the questions that you asked,
I'm gonna tell you right now, Mark, top-notch shop.
nice.
Beautiful.
nice.
Thank
The
you.
equipment built to last, not cheesy like a lot of commercial stuff. Like I said, I've been in the commercial business for almost 30 years now cleaning, and I've seen a lot of junk equipment. This guy makes some really good equipment here. I bought one from him. I think it's gonna do really well.
You know what's funny about this, Paul, is my wife, she gets crazy with me when I spend money on all the shit that I do, all the branding I do, how I detail and everything else. But then when people like you and out on the road and shit like that, people come and say, oh my God, this is so nice and everything, I look at my wife, she has to eat crow. I'm like, yeah, that's right. Eat that crow.
Yeah, speaking of the wives, where'd they go?
They're in the other room watching right now. So
Wife
all
disappeared.
them crow wives in there, eat crow. I don't
crow.
care.
But be careful, they're upstairs.
Yeah, but now, Nita sees what I do, she sees I put a lot of love into it, and that's why she lets me do what I do. I mean, literally, if I could, I would be here all the time. I wish I had a house upstairs, and I would live in my house upstairs. But I enjoy what I do, I love being able to come down here and work on stuff. It's what we do, but,
Don't forget to say hi to Mom. I know she's out there watching you right now.
oh, my mother's dying of cable, you done talked about her.
Oh, there you go.
Hi, Mom. So she's on there watching right now and seeing what her bald head son's doing. Good for her.
Good for you.
Oh shit, AM pressure washing's up there. The girls are talking crap in here. I can't read it.
Danny Riddle, Mark is the best. All my equipment came from Mark and installed. Thank you on our channel right there.
Thank you, Dan.
Let me go ahead and read some of these coming out. Doug Draper says you all are getting smarter. Would like to know why Paul wants to get into the solar panel cleaning business.
Why do you want to get into solar panel cleaning business?
I enjoy business, number one. Number two, I think there's a need for it. I think we're catching the top of this wave right now. Solar panels, the newest up and coming thing, and people are gonna need them maintained.
Yeah.
So that's
Right.
why I'm in it.
And it's just like everything else. It's like cryptocurrency. You know, when that started coming out, everybody kind of hesitated, but now everybody wants to jump on the bandwagon and everything else. It's just the same thing with solar panel cleaning. Guys, I have never seen a business grow as much as solar panel cleaning and solar panel installation since I've seen in the past few years out here. And now it's starting to grow nationwide and around the world. So, get on the bandwagon now. That's all I can say. It's not a sales pitch. I'm not telling you come buy equipment from me. You can buy it from wherever you want to. But if you're gonna want to get out there and become your own entrepreneur, get out there and do this because the business is there. I'm not trying to tell people, you know, that I'm flooding the market and there's not gonna be enough work for everybody. It's like I tell people in California, if I sell a piece of equipment and it's in their neighborhood, they're like, oh no, and I'm like, dude, we have 6.2 million people in the state of California. That's not including business and homes. So you gotta think about it. There's enough dirt out there for everybody.
I've said this once before, many, many times. You know, just Google solar panel cleaners near me in your own city. Find out who is actually coming up. Are there window cleaners coming up? Are there pressure washer guys coming up? Are there solar panel cleaner guys coming up? That's how you know who your competition is. Here in Los Angeles, it has grown tremendously. We have a lot of competition now. A lot of people out there, you know, cleaning solar panels, some licensed, some not licensed. But this is where we educate customers also. We want them to make sure that, you know, solar panel cleaners are fully insured. They're using the right equipment. They're using, you know, the good products, the products that are designed for solar panels and the cleaning itself. So you want to make sure that you have all that when you hire somebody and make sure they're credible. You know, background investigations, there's, you know, a lot of things that you can check to find out if this company is legit. You know, just Google the company, find out how many reviews they have, read the reviews, and that will give a lot on the business itself and make a determination whether you're going to hire them or not. So I think we have a few more questions up there. Matter of fact, we're gonna check on that.
I was trying to get the questions up here, I want to
Yeah.
see what they were. They were.
Martin, 161. Martin 161 from my channel says, how do you price panels? That is the golden ticket right there, right? Everybody wants to know how to price panels. Well, here we are. This is my company. My company, what we do is we don't price per panel when it comes to residential, okay? Now, I don't want to give out prices on the internet because that would take away from my company. So we do have a private group, the Super Duper Fan program that you can get onto, and I give all the prices on there if you join that particular program. But I don't throw that out there just because my competition watches this. Guaranteed, they're watching and they're taking notes and they're out there, you know, trying to figure out how to go and get these big jobs and how to do, you know, get all the equipment that we have. So when it comes to prices, I don't put that out on the internet.
And another thing, guys, yeah, competition watches you. Yeah, they want to see how you're doing it. That's fine. I tell everybody, people want to know, you know, why do I do what I do? Why do I build equipment? Why do I put more other people in business when I'm in the pressure washing business myself? And I tell everybody, go to my website, look at my scrolling marquee of my clientele. That's why. Because all of those people never put the contracts back out to bid because I give them the same quality work every single cleaning. So as long as you're good and they trust you, you're not going nowhere. You're okay. And that's the whole thing. Get out there and give the same quality work every single time, and you will keep that customer.
Yeah.
And you don't need to get greedy. Even though if, you know, gas prices go up and stuff like that, and you do a bump in, you know, increase 3%, 3.5% on your annual increase, that's not killing them. But when you go out there and throw another $50, $100 on a normal $100, $200 job, then you're gonna lose that account.
Yeah.
So you can't be greedy.
No, and at the same time, you know, you gotta know your price point. You gotta know what you're going to accept a job at and what you're not going to accept a job at. And one of the biggest things is a lot of people will do is they'll undercut other people, right? And they'll do it so cheap that they're not making any money at all. It's like this, guys. If you go to a steak restaurant, and that steak restaurant you've gone to for many, many years, and they serve top quality meat, and all of a sudden they go out there and buy cheaper meat, you're gonna find out that you're probably not gonna be going there because the taste is just a little bit different. So it's no different than solar panel cleaning. These guys don't last. They'll get a few jobs, but they're not gonna get the jobs that count. And this is where your reputation comes in. So if you do a good job every single time, they'll come back to you. Promise you that.
All right, Paul, got a question for you. Have you fired your equipment up yet?
Yes, I have.
Didn't you tell me that, you had a little bit of ice in it when you got it?
Ice?
It was a little slushy at first.
Yeah, Paul was telling me about that, and I told him what to do to flush it out. He said he put the equipment inside of his garage to let it, you know, thaw out a little bit. But, yeah, you gotta remember at the end of every year, if you're not cleaning during the winter time, you got to shut the valve off on your tank, leave the pressure washer running until it, you know, discharges all the water. That way it cleans it out of your pump, it cleans it out of your pressure hose, and you're good to go. But then also drain all the water out of your tank.
Correct.
So, to do that, you just unscrew it from the pump, let the water drain out, then you're winterized, you're good to go. Put some fuel stabilizer in your fuel tank, and you're good to go. But we ain't got to worry about that because summer's here. Summer is around the corner. We're almost, damn, can you guys believe that January is almost already over? This damn month flew by. Holy crap.
Okay, we have a few comments here, and we have one from Canyon Phillips. Solar panel cleaning is what kicked off my business into gear. We made some good money doing it, but moved into the commercial pressure washing market. I have 2 accounts now, super proud.
Good for you,
Awesome.
Canyon.
Petra Hernandez also says, cleaners in my area are getting $10 per panel residential.
Holy
Right.
crap.
So,
Nita, we're moving.
Doug Draper, for residential, I have a minimum charge up to amount of panels. Also, I have another question that says, Henry, what marketing tips do you recommend for Paul now that he's starting his solar panel cleaning business?
You know what, Paul was preview to the Zoom call a little while ago, and that was some of the questions that the Primo's team was asking us in Texas.
As a matter of fact, if we can, maybe get the Prevo team out there next week for, we could do a Zoom call, out there on my channel and, get everybody together and.
Yeah, we
maybe
were
go live on
supposed
that.
to went live, or had a Zoom call with them at 4 o'clock, but we got slammed
Got
with
busy.
people right here at quitting time. Jeff had to work over today. Everybody was working right now. So we was trying to get everybody caught up so we could get out of here.
So I'm gonna answer the question for Paul real quick. When I started out this business, I did Google My Business, and I concentrated on Google My Business, and I really focused in on that, put a lot of pictures in. I always made sure I had the logo right here that was showing, so whenever I took pictures when I was out on top of a rooftop, Google recognizes that. You know, there's other companies out there that you can use, paid companies like Yelp, Nextdoor, you know, there's Facebook Marketplace. You can buy these leads. I know that for Google, just the pay-per-click itself for solar panel cleaning is around $13 per click, probably a little bit more now. But you know, those are some of the things that you can kind of go after. If you want, it's totally up to you. There's, like I said, other paid ones that you can do, but you want to go out there and really concentrate on some of the free ones and go and get that and start building your business. It's not going to take a matter of a month. It's going to take time. But once that happens, all the organic sales will start coming in. You're not paying for it. You're on the first page, and people see you, and now they're calling you. And these big companies, they do the exact same thing. They will look on Google and do a search, and if you come up, they're calling you and asking you to put in a bid for their particular job.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, me, when I'm looking for, it's mainly with products, customers, I'll look, you know, if they pop at the top of the page, I'll look, you know, technically, ask yourself, have you ever gone to the second page? You always look at the first page and look at the stars, see how good their product is or how good the reviews are. I do it all the time. So whenever I'm buying products, like right now, I'm searching for 12-volt transport pumps.
yep.
So the one that I've got right now literally has a 4.5 star review. It looks like that's the one I'm gonna be going with, but I'm trying to put the best equipment I can in the trucks and in the trailer. But I just went sidetracked. I'm sitting here reading all the messages
Yeah,
and
but
everything.
you do a lot of Facebook marketing too, don't you?
Yeah, Marketplace is where I go. All right, Facebook is the older crowd. Instagram is the younger crowd. TikTok is pretty much getting everybody out there now because they're doing all the dances and the gags and the pranks and everything else, but they're also doing business.
Instagram?
Instagram is the younger market. Facebook is the older market. I did Instagram when I first started, but I wasn't getting no calls or no jobs. As soon as I went to Marketplace, my phone started blowing up. And, you know, people says, you know, Facebook Marketplace, you're selling. Well, I'll also sell my business. Not only do I sell equipment, I sell my services as well on Marketplace. So Marketplace works for me. Google My Business works for me. Those are some of the things that you can use that don't cost you nothing. It's free. But you gotta keep pictures going. You gotta keep fresh stuff in people's face. If you get stagnant and get lazy, then they're gonna get lazy and they're not gonna pay attention to you.
Right, it's just like our YouTube channel, you know, we were out here and we were just doing, YouTube videos once every 4 months. Nobody's gonna tune into our channel. We're constantly making YouTube videos or putting them out there, and people start to recognize us and see us, and then now all of a sudden, we're getting subscribers, you know, and the subscribers are coming in. Speaking of subscribers, you're getting quite a few more subscribers up on your channel.
I haven't looked since 1,000. How many I got now?
Don't even look.
I don't even, I told you I'd leave you alone after I got 1,000.
And-
I told you I'd shut my damn pie hole, and I did.
That's right.
As long as I got 1,000, I can go live, I'm happy now, I don't give a rat's ass. Oh, God.
But, you know, it's with anything, you gotta stay on top of it, and if you stay on top of it, then, you know, your business will flourish, and it will, you'll start to see and start to hear some of the phone calls start to come in and asking you, hey, do you do this, hey, do you do that? And then you'll know that it's actually working for you.
And it's like I told everybody during Thanksgiving and Christmas, don't get down, don't get depressed. I'm even slow. And this is the first year since I've been in business that I slowed down. Not on my corporate pressure washing accounts, but like on the business here, the sales and stuff like that, everything died down. But I told you after the first of the year, it's gonna pick up. The reason it didn't kick off the first week of January is because we've been having all the rain out here.
Yeah, a lot of rain.
But now that the sun's starting to, poke out now, the phone calls are coming in and people are coming by.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that you can do in this business, you know, especially with Mark's equipment. You know, people are doing pressure washing, solar panel cleaning, bird proofing, window washing, commercial washing. There's a lot, concrete. There's a lot of services that you can provide for your business. And, you know, think about this. Solar panel cleaning is seasonal. I don't care what anybody says, especially here in California. And after November, it's just like a brick wall, and then the sales start to go down. And a lot of people get really, really discouraged when their sales are not there. But you gotta think outside the box. And if you can think outside the box and go out there and create business, then why not? You know, I even go as far as cleaning security systems for corporate accounts. I do that. And you asked me, would I ever have done that? I would have probably said no. But guess what? I'm doing it. So.
That damn Daniel, 14,350 panel job. Good for you, brother.
All right.
Killing it. I love it. Canyon Phillips, I know you're dealing with the same thing too. FYI, the single battery, single pump skids that I built, we can sell them now. We talked to Jay Racenstein. We do have the green light to promote them and sell them here out of AM Pressure Washing. I'm also doing a dual battery system with a dual pump battery pack that you can tote. Some of them have the little handles that you put on them. I think Kaylin started posting them. I can't remember if he put the ones with the little handhelds. But the one that I built for Henry is actually on a skid with wheels. He can roll it around. So that's the first one I built, the little handlebars on it for the skid. It's a little bit different build.
Is that working?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I tell you what, guys. Why don't we show you? We're going to go ahead and we're going to show you this. I'm going to let Mark get that set up for you guys.
I'm ready.
Also, I have a few comments. KSD solar panel cleaning from Maine. Also, Jesus. What's a good time to do door-to-door offering service? Every single time that you're out there. When you're out there cleaning solar panels. If you see a whole bunch of other solar panels out there, get out there and clean. Or go out there and start walking the neighborhood. Leave your door tags on there. And this is what I do all the time. And believe it or not, people do call you. And I always offer a $20 discount if they get that. Husky says, the 3 Old Ball Guys podcast.
Out of control.
Out of control.
Bring that camera over.
All right, guys. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take this over here. All right, let's do this. Well, why don't you come over here? All right. So,
So, go ahead, Mark. Today I set it up with just some gravity feed hose with a dual pump and the breaker switch. All you do is flip the breaker switch on. And this is how much you're getting back. So that's a little bit over a 5 gallon per breaker. Can you bring it over?
yeah.
So that's when the 2 pumps running at over 5 gallons per minute.
There you be quiet.
That's two pumps running, that's just not a single pump, that's two pumps. So when you shut it off, right there,
There you go.
put your brake on, ready to rock and roll.
And somebody had asked what we were up to, so why don't you show them some of your equipment while you're here there, Mark?
All right, guys, this Friday, this little hose will be missing, or this cable will be missing. They were supposed to send me a 25-foot cable, but they said they're gonna send me a 30, it only comes in 30 foot. So this is the power source to the hydraulic water pump. This one cable is what's holding me up for this thing to be ready. Because I literally gotta run all the cables throughout the telescopic arm and get this thing up and going. But this cable's supposed to be here Friday, they have a special overnight from Germany. And when that gets here, I'll get everything dialed in. The tank is literally behind the skid right now. So tomorrow I'm gonna be out here welding and getting the tank built. And that'll come off of powder coating. Once I get all this done, this piece will come off of powder coating. And then I'm gonna do the final touches to the skid steer. I ain't gonna tell you. You'll see what I'm gonna do to it. I'm gonna give it that bling. And I'm not gonna put no rhinestones on it, Susan. I'm gonna give it bling factor.
Let's talk about that big old brush back there, that 16-foot brush.
This needle is 15.
15 footer.
15-foot rotary brush. So when we have this brush mounted to this system right here, I'm gonna bring the skid steer out, I'll fire it up, I'll back it over here and raise this thing up, fire it up and show it to you. We'll do it live on the podcast.
Don't you love this? Don't you love it when you can just sit there and just show stuff out like this? Wow. There you go.
But there's more to come. It's just, technical crap, but once we get it all figured out, we know what we're doing. Like everything that we're building, like the joystick mount, I'm doing a hard mount, I'm not doing a suction cup. So we're doing a hard mount. All the little things I'm doing, I gotta put the light on the front. I'm doing a 450 million candle power. It's a joystick remote light. So it doesn't matter if you're cleaning right or you're cleaning left, I can adjust that light where I can see the panels real good at nighttime. Why? Because 90% of the time you're cleaning the panels at nighttime. So during the daytime, they can generate the power and you're not, interrupting them. What else?
Robot.
We got the robot. So Henry's robot, I ended up putting a different mechanism on it, and that hose will literally plug in right here, and he goes to work. So as the robot serpentines back and forth on the panels, this system that we got set up here will literally plug right into the robot right there.
Beautiful. What more can you ask for? This is what's up for 2023, guys. This is what we are going with, and we're trying to stay ahead of the game. That's what we're trying to do. And if we're able to do that, then things work out a lot better for the company itself. So let's go ahead and find out.
Can I use the PTO Petra on the skid steer? Yes, this is actually going to be run off the hydraulic. So I think that's what you're asking.
Says Mark, congratulations, Dan.
What can you put a
Inverter
inverter from the skid to power it?
to power it.
Inverter from the skid to power it. Oh, you talking about off the engine?
Oh, she's asking if you can use the PTO. PTO off the skid steer.
I'm using the hydraulics off the skid steer. The water pump system I got is hydraulic, but on the joystick, there is a little button that turns that pump on. So that way the water goes directly to the brush. Petra, battery. I don't know. Battery. Petra, I don't know what you're talking about, girl. What you talking about, battery?
Oh, run it off the battery?
Run it off the battery.
Uh,
I don't know.
Hey, what's up there, guys? On my channel there, let me see, there Panes and Panels for cleaning, Octavius with Panes and Panels, Pro Cleaning in Imperial, California. Hello. Danny Riddle, thank you, Henry. You're amazing as well as the tips you guys give us, and absolutely fantastic. Never give up. The mic's a little far away from you guys right now. Yeah, sorry about that. I think our mics are working, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Leonard Hayes, what's going on? Have you given an estimate now for solar panels without going out to look at them? And there's a way to see them on the computer and be able to count them. Yes, there is. We will.
As a matter of fact, we were doing that today.
Yeah, we could do Google, Google Earth. Google Earth, you can actually zoom in on the panels themselves and be able to check the location and what have you. There's other sources out there that you could do. A lot of times too, when you are talking to a customer, especially if it's residential, they can go onto the side of their house where the meter is, their electrical meter. There's a little red tag that has a diagram of the roof itself, and you can count the actual panels on top of the roof without even going on the roof, just with that little red sticker. So you want to make sure that you can go there and take a look there also. Okay, hopefully that helps by answering your question.
So
So
Paul, we keep going back and forth in everything that we're doing. You got questions for us?
You answered a lot of them today. I'm very pleased with your answers. The marketing, I asked as well as all of you people. I agree, I think I do need to market like the same. Google sounds great.
Yeah.
Facebook, Instagram. I agree marketing's where it's at. The equipment, very self-explanatory. You get it, you hook it up, and it's pretty much plug and play. If you have a question, I call up Mark, he answers it right away. Like I left mine out, had ice in it. Mark, what do I do? Answered the phone right away, fixed all my problems.
Yeah.
what'd you
It's
tell
just-
them? Take the ice out?
I told him, I said, you got to crank it up and blow the ice out of it. I said, we test them before we ship them, but I didn't even think nothing about it being freezing where it was going.
Still a little bit of
But
water.
if you notice, it's like that damn Daniel, it's the thank you, Petra. So a lot of people in our groups, they chat with each other.
Yeah.
So they get to know people here and they chat in the chat box and you can ask questions. Even if you don't even participate, you can read what's going on and, listen to what we're talking about. Because when people ask questions, we really try to pay attention to our chat boxes. Like he's live on his channel, I'm live on my channel. So we'll read them and go over any questions anybody has because we get tired of just sitting here talking to ourselves.
I bet.
So it's nice when we got guests or we can, answer the questions on the chat box. Petra, I know what you're talking about. After I read some more of your things, I'll talk to you more about it, as far as the batteries and everything else.
Actually, we have a question for Paul.
So,
We have a question for Paul over here from Vanessa O'Brien. Paul, how can interested customers get in touch with you? Do you have a website?
Yes, we do. It's Tech Cleaning Solutions. Yeah, and we also got our phone number, 978-424-1042.
There you
I'm
go.
gonna get Missy to come right here on the computer, right?
TechCleaningsolutions.com.
So Mark's website is techcleaningsolutions.com, and he's in Massachusetts. And you said you had a
Phone number?
Yeah, Missy's gonna type everything in right now on my chat box.
And what was the phone number one more time?
978-424-1042.
978-424-1042. So if you want to talk to him or give him a call, or you need his services, feel free to give him a call. TCS Solar Panel Cleaning, also look that up. I'm sure you'll be able to find them. And there you go. There's some work for you.
But yeah, guys, do this like what I do, especially on Facebook and TikTok. You always get people that come up and you can scroll through and you can friend people. I got questions, and I think I showed it to you today. People that were trying to friend me, and they were doing all the marketing and all that bull crap, and what do? I delete them.
Yeah.
I delete people that are trying to buy me reviews. I do not pay for reviews. I will not. I want legit reviews from my customers and the people that follow me that are in the industry. So I was showing Paul today on Facebook, people that were wanting to friend me, and you get bimbos. The bimbos are the girls that are out there trying to find sugar daddies, and then you got legitimate people that are really interested in your business. So I go through there and I pick out people that are in the industry, and then whenever you got people friending you, you have a marquee that you can scroll across, and I'll click on their picture. And if I see that they're in the pressure washing window, auto detailing, in the industry, I'll go ahead and add friend. I'll submit a request. And then when they friend me, I'll send them my podcast link, and I'll send them all my information, so hey, feel free to join us. Let's talk and everything. And then if they give me a thumbs up or will do, I have another clipboard that says, thank you so much for your support. I communicate right back to them, so they know it's not a robocaller, it's nobody trying to sell them something. It's just say, hey, join our podcast, come on board and see what you think and everything. So these are the ways that I market on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and everything else. I have my little clipboard, and I've talked about this several times. My little clipboard, I have all of my little things already pre-typed. All I got to do is hit it, I tap it and hit it send.
Send it in.
And Missy over here on my side is filling everything in, and what did that damn Daniel say? We call them hood rats, LOL. You'll be surprised some of the crap that I get. I show it to my wife all the time. I'm like, look, baby, got some competition. Whoop, whoop.
There you go.
Out of control.
We have a comment over here. Barron's solar panel cleaning says, can you see my comments? I've been reading all your comments, so maybe I missed a question. I don't know, but retype it in, and I will go ahead and read that out on the air. So thank you guys for chiming in today. It's actually quite a few people that have been coming in. Maybe they were waiting for Paul, who knows? But they are coming in, and before you know it, we got quite a few people.
Yep.
So
And everybody on Henry's channel, if you want all of Paul's information, he spoke it on Henry's channel, but if you want to come back and look at the podcast for tonight on my channel, you can get all the information from the chat box.
yeah, just
What'd you say? What brush is
32 inch.
the 32 inch?
oh, okay. So the question was, what brush does Paul have? And Paul, you ordered Jay Racenstein
32.
32 inch brush. So, good question. Michael Amala says, hey guys, I have a question about the new laws of banning gas power equipment. How will that affect the solar panel and pressure washing industry in California? I'm gonna let you answer that one, because he's on fire when it comes. Let me step out of the way first. Go ahead.
For those of you who don't know, I am the Southern California distributor for Honda engines, Honda generators. I work through MTA. So we communicate all the time. The only engine in the state of California that is not emissions approved is the Honda GX390. That way you know any of the equipment that I sell, you don't see the GX390. The 200s, the ones that we sell, they're okay. They're smog legal, they're all right.
Yeah.
They are trying to pass the bill for engines. The ones that they're trying to pass the bill for are the ones for weed eaters, blowers, lawnmowers. That's the ones that they're trying to pass the bill on. Nobody said anything about pressure washing or the solar panel cleaning engines and all that stuff. With that being said, they know that even with the lawnmowers, if they put solar panels trying to recharge their batteries, it's not going to be able to recharge them quick enough for them to be able to continue all day cleaning people's yards, mowing and blowing leaves and all that. So they still need a generator. So the EU3000 Honda and the EU7000 can charge the battery as long as they have enough batteries in a battery bank to keep everything charged. Do they have the battery systems for pressure washing? No. For those of you who don't know it, all that equipment back there in the corner, that is all electric. But that big old black box right there on the other side of Paul, whoop, let me pull it right there. So that big box right there, that is a 20K PowerTech generator. I already wanted to go electric over 2.5 years ago before Newsom in California, Governor Newsom tried to pass this bill. The reason I wanted to go electric is to get rid of all the gas engines. That way, when I pull up and either fill the truck or the generator, and I have my fuel, just one fill, instead of going around filling gas, diesel. I want to alleviate all that. So what I did with my new Isuzu, I've got one tank that goes to the truck as a gas. I went with a gas engine instead of a diesel because I didn't want the regen and I didn't want the DEF. Plus I needed the extra room, for toolboxes. But the generator, I did a diesel tank for it. So I did one big diesel tank for the generator and the 2 pressure washers for the burners, the big old chrome stacks right there. So that way, I've got the one tank to fill for the diesel that takes care of the generators and everything else. I go by, flip a switch, I got a pressure washer. So I already started doing this a long time ago to cut back on the gas and the engines and everything else. To me, less moving parts, less problems you're gonna have. But as far as getting back to solar panel cleaning and the engines, no, it's not gonna affect us for a long time. So, I got plenty of them in stock. All those, the black wrapping, that's engines and pumps. The others are the hose rails. So, don't worry about it. It's okay. The ones that they're trying to target is the lawnmowers, the weed eaters, the blowers, and that's it. Lawnmowers and, that's it.
Yeah.
Lawnmowers, weed eaters, and blowers.
I don't think they're gonna be worried about that too much. They got more important laws to go out here and pass in California. And so, I wouldn't put too much stock on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, we try to stay ahead of the curve. I talked to Isuzu in China about electric truck because I was trying to do everything electric. They said another 5 to 10 years before they get a battery small enough and light enough to where they don't lose the payload to their truck. I checked on batteries to run all of my electric pressure washing equipment. When we did the calculation on what batteries it's going to take, it would literally fill the whole bed up with batteries. And once I did the bed with batteries and the equipment, I just lost my payload to that truck. I overloaded it. So now I'm going to get a ticket at the scales by the DOT. So, the batteries for the equipment and the battery to run the truck, forget about it. It's not going to happen anytime soon. So even all the manufacturers know that. They've been trying to go electric, the longshoremen's down on the docks for a long time. They do have yard trucks down there that are electric. Back in the day when I looked at them, back in 2010, a yard truck, because I was in the trucking industry, a yard truck was $250,000 and it come with 2 batteries. The batteries only last for 8 hours and it takes 8 hours for the other battery to charge. So $250,000 compared to back in the day paying $70,000 or $80,000 for an Ottawa or capacity yard truck. So that was the price difference back in 2010, 2011. So they're trying to get there, but are they there? No. So for all the lawn care companies that are having these issues, you're still going to have to run a generator to charge your batteries because the solar panel is not going to replenish your batteries quick enough so you can work all day. So there's still a lot of glitches. You got people that love to fill these bills out and try to pass these bills. They have these other people saying, oh, it's going to work, you're going to be a hero, let's do this. But they're full of shit. They don't know, they're not electrical engineers, they're not out there doing all of their due diligence and research to figure this out. We do it, we figure it out, we know it's not going to work. But they think that just because they pass a bill, it's law and this is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So, I can keep going on for days and days about
Yeah,
this.
I told you, I just had to step back, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, great questions. We also have all solar cleaning services up in Orlando, Florida. Welcome. How you doing? Daniel says,
Juan, I'm sorry you did call me today, but we got slammed. That's Juan from Orlando, Florida.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that. Either call me call me in about an hour if you want to, if you're not in bed, or give me a call tomorrow morning. So sorry for not getting back to you, but we were slammed this evening before the podcast.
Commercial Cleaning of San Diego says, hey Mark, I'll take everything for $2,500 cash. Sold to the man next door.
You're out of damn control.
There you go. Let me see what we have on our channel over here. KED solar panel cleaning. Tech has a long way to go, unfortunately. West Coast Power Washing Services LLC. Mark is the industry and innovator. Barron's Solar Wash Company. Just saying hi. Nice to talk to you the other day. Oh, no problem. That was, thank you very much for giving me a call. Michael Amala, thank you for the clarification. So, great questions, guys. We are going on about an hour here.
I want to ask a question.
Okay.
Damn Daniel, out of the 14,000 panels, you went through 2 transmissions on the Solitech C1000. Did it shear the gears? Did you have problems with the gear shearing? If that's the case, this is the things that I tell people. I don't cut down other people's equipment, but if there's a flaw to the equipment, like the Solitech C1000, a lot of people, when they turn the transmission on, the ball valve is on a 50-foot hose. It's not right there where I put mine, so you can control the brush. So they'll turn it on real quick, and it'll get a wobble in it. When it gets that wobble, you will strip the gears. So you gotta be careful on that. I don't know if that's what happened to you, but, do you wanna elaborate how much it costs to rebuild a transmission?
Yeah, I mean, it's rough. Okay, so I'm gonna just let you know. Look, I bought 2 C1000s. I have sat here and promoted it for these guys. I don't make a dime off of it, just so you guys know. I don't go out there and make any commissions off of C1000. That is sold by other people. So, you know, they usually, when somebody asks, I'll just point them in their direction, and then whether they buy it or not, that's totally up to them. But I have 2 C1000s that I use. I replaced the transmission in one of them already, and I mean, it's cost roughly about $1,000 for me to replace it. You know, I'm not talking negative about it, but you know, you guys asked, and this is what I you know, paid for it. I'm being honest with you. Also, you know, it's built a little less than Mark's transmission. I'm sure he'll bring that up to you, and there is a difference. So, and it is higher in price, but you know, I bought 2 of them and I still have them, just to let you know.
So the difference in them is it's a plastic housing and a plastic transmission with plastic gears. The J. Racenstein, Paul, this is what your transmission looks like. So they're made in Italy. They're nicely sealed, they're aluminum housing, they got stainless steel propeller and stainless steel gears. They're heavy duty quality built transmissions. And all you do is slide your brushes on and they lock onto the axle. So
Solid, huh?
solid. So these are the things about it. You know, you got your pros and cons in everything. But whenever you're looking at transmissions, you see what a quality transmission this is. So when you're out there in the field and you're doing something like, you know, that damn Daniel, 2 transmissions on 14,000 panels, you should have been able to do 1 million panels
Yeah.
before you have to rebuild a transmission. So all it
And
is.
I've done 14,000 solar panels and have not broken transmission yet. The reason why my transmission broke is because my guy went out there and slammed the brush onto the panel and it broke the gears on the inside. So that was human error. So I don't know, you know, that's with anything. Obviously, you know, the transmission
Yeah.
for Mark is, it's much tougher and, you know, it's built better. So it's always pros and it's
That's what I
cons.
said, it's all planetary gears.
Yeah, yeah.
When Henry had problems with his, everybody knows me, I can't leave shit alone, so he brought it to me and I took it apart to see what was going on. And it has a total of 12 gears to the left and 12 gears to the right. So you have 24 gears in that transmission. But, you know, when I was first looking at it, I told Henry, I said, you know the strongest element on earth is water. Why are they using a water jet to push a plastic propeller with plastic gears? I don't understand why they built it that way. So I was trying to become a distributor for Solitech C1000 until Henry showed it to me. When I seen it, and I already seen him having problems with it, that's why I started doing my research and looking for other brushes. And that's why I ended up with J. Racenstein.
Yeah, I mean, it's
But that's just my opinion and my preference.
great,
What
great
else
questions.
is before, what did he say? He said,
Before the
What-
job, I had 2 years, before the tranny broke,
it was.
both mine were operator's error. So
Yeah.
there you go, it was operator error, you know, and it does happen. It does happen,
Years before the warranty, and mine were operator error, right on.
yeah.
Cool. Well, guys, Missy, Paul, when do you fly back?
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, oh, you're doing a night flight, so you
Oh,
can
yeah.
sleep during the flight.
Yeah, we'll try.
Have a few cocktails before you get in the plane, pass out, and you'll be home before you know it.
So I could squeeze another day in.
Right on.
Going home to the good old snow.
Yeah.
To the snow.
Well, another thing that you guys don't know about, Jay Racenstein
I'm
sells
sorry.
an electric
I'm sorry,
rotary
Barry.
brush, just like the ones you got, and you can keep snow off.
I
the
did
panels.
call you.
You don't have to run water through it. So I actually tested one here in the shop. I set up a complete test system with a battery pack, and we run it for 5 hours. It's on a 24-volt system. I only lost 1 volt in 5 hours.
Sounds pretty good.
It goes a long ways. But that's electric, so if you wanted to go and try to keep panels clean in the wintertime, you can get you a 32-inch electric one. It attaches right to your pole and everything else. All you need is just the brush head and the cable. And on the cable, it has an on and off switch or a directional switch. You can turn it, make it go either way.
So,
So,
whether we this way or?
it's on the switch. It goes in the center, it's like, off, forward, or reverse. And you can blow the snow off the panels if you need to. So for all you people that are in the snow country and you are trying to keep panels clean during the wintertime, they do make a J. Racenstein rotary brush that is electric. You don't have to hook water to it because the snow will keep it, cooled off and everything else. But it can knock the snow right off the panels. Keep in mind.
Something to keep in mind, yes.
Yep, and just so you know, your rotary brush that you purchased, you can go both ways, just flip it around,
Yeah.
and that will.
You got the splash guard, that has the 2 holes in them. And, I think, I don't know if I marked yours or not, I'm trying to remember. I don't remember. I'll have to show it to you. I'll show you the transmission here.
Sounds good.
Well, all right, guys.
All right, all solar, cleaning services says, thank you, Mark. By the way, the soap you sold me to clean the panels, is awesome. I recommend it, and it smells good.
Cherry.
Cherry,
Yeah.
cherry flavor.
I've had a few people, talk to me here recently about it. They were having problems getting residue off the panels and they, actually coming and picked up some of the soap. So I just like I tell everybody, you don't lather them. All you do is turn it to 0 temp on the foam cannon and just put a few little lines on there. The J. Racenstein rotary brush will bring the soap to the center as you're pushing and cleaning, and you don't have to do a thick lather and have soap suds everywhere. So it's just a few little lines. Literally, when I turn it on, I broadcast it like this right here, shut it off, disconnect my hose, hook it to my brush, and go clean. So,
How'd you guys like the podcast?
I love it. It's great down there.
Love
We
it?
had fun.
You had fun, you had a good
Very fun,
time?
yes.
We thank you for coming down.
Missy's trying to get the tractor. So,
She is,
you
I
guys
I
get up
told
there and
your
start
wife to
cleaning.
type in, is Paul gonna buy a tractor for his wife?
ah,
It's easy. This thing has got air conditioner, heater,
Oh.
Bluetooth stereo system.
The keys are in it.
The keys are in it. Crank it up, take off.
yeah, city.
But, if you see that you guys got something going on like that up there, it's like we told all of our people that follow us. If you can't afford the equipment, but you got customers that are wanting you to start cleaning in bulk, we don't mind going out and doing it. If you can sub it out to us and we can clean it, you still get a kickback, but you're growing your business and showing that you have the equipment to do it. So there's all those tricks in the trade.
Networking.
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 It's like I tell everybody, everybody in my group, that's family. Everybody that buys from me, they're family.
We're not competition, we all
No.
work together.
And you gotta tell them the exact same thing you just told them, right?
Yep.
So,
Okay.
let them know.
What's
Tell
that?
them- Tell them exactly what you said.
I just did
about
it. About family?
No, about subbing the workout.
Oh, subbing the
Yeah,
workout?
let's get close and personal,
Oh, God, why do you want to get it close and personal?
because we want
I
to
gotta
hear
get them real
exactly
close
what
and
you,
see everything,
hear what you said. Go ahead, one more time.
and you want me to talk about?
We will talk about if you guys have jobs out there and you want to give us these jobs and sub them out to us, we're more than willing to work with you on these jobs. I mean, we can sign a non-compete contract and work and get that worked out for you, especially with the skid steer and the 15-foot brush out there, or the robot. If you guys, you know,
Yeah, what it is, I've already done offer this to some companies, and I'm actually working with some companies. We'll sign an NDA. It's a non-disclosure. We will not also compete and take your customer away from you. So what we do is we go out and either you already bid the job or you want to bid the job and you talk to us and let us know how many panels there is and where the job's at and all that kind of stuff, and then I can give you my price and you can do your markup and you can handle the customer yourself. We don't mind. You ain't got to see AM Pressure Washing or SoCal Solar Panel Cleaning, you know, out there with their logos and everything else. But we don't mind going out there and doing the jobs for you and helping you out and growing your business. And then if you decide you want to, you know, step up and buy a robot or buy a skid steer with a sun brush, by all means, I'll build it for you. The RO system, when you see that RO system, a lot of you guys and gals that are out there doing the solar panel farms, you're going to want some of this equipment. So by all means, if you need help, let us know. We'll come out there and we'll help you.
this will only grow your business because there's not a whole lot of competition out there when it comes to this equipment. Telling you that right now.
What did Dan Daniel say? I'm thinking about getting on the podcast with y'all next time, I think.
I think
What
it'll
do
be
y'all
on
think?
What do y'all think?
Daniel will be the first one of the day to have your little giblet ass back over here and doing a podcast. Get your ass out here. Let's go.
There you go.
Come do the podcast. And
Easy as pie.
Petra, love you, girl. We'll see you soon. Anybody else watching? We're going to end this show. We're going to let Paula and Missy get the hell out of here, enjoy the rest of their day, and then go in misery and have to go back home. But thank you guys for coming out. That was awesome that you're willing to take the time out and get on the plane and come out here and see our crazy ass.
Yeah, we appreciate it, and thank you for the shirts and the hats. You know, we didn't get to put them on today, but,
I got my hat on.
he has.
There
that
it
on.
is.
There you go.
You
So-
see it? There it is.
Well, maybe next week we'll sport that and put that on there, you know.
All right,
So-
everybody. Well, listen, thank you for tuning in. Give us a thumbs up. Give us our reviews and everything. We appreciate it. If you like what you see, let us know. If you don't like what we see, hell, let us know.
Yeah.
We don't have no problem. We don't ain't got no shame in our game. You ain't gonna hurt our feelings.
Not at all.
But everybody, thank you for tuning in. And guys, thank you for coming out and continuing to the next adventure.
We appreciate you guys coming out. Thank you very much. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you guys. Oh, by the way, we are changing our podcast from Tuesday night to Wednesday nights. Is that permanent, or what's
Yes.
going on with that?
So what we're doing is Kalen, my social media guy, works Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So, and that's due to his lifestyle and his schedule. So we said, you know what, he likes to be around on Wednesday, you know, or whatever day that we're doing it, so he can, you know, do any editing or anything else he needs to do to get ready for the podcast. So we're announcing to everybody right now, starting next Wednesday, we will be on Wednesday nights instead of Tuesday night. We're going to post it on both of our social medias, and we're going to broadcast it to everybody and let you know to tune in on Wednesday nights.
There you go.
So we get to see you guys on Hump Day.
There you go.
All
All right,
right,
guys.
everybody.
We'll see you guys, and we'll catch you guys on the next video.
Everybody
you
have a
guys.
great day.
See ya. Peace.
It gets crazy around here, Missy.